Okay. So you made your point, Professor. If I may,
please.
Amit Shah says that the BJP will win more than 200 seats. The fact is, apart from an MP and these MLAs, there are 50 councillors, chairpersons, Zilla Panchayat leaders. They've quit the TMC or they've quit their respective parties, whether it's, as you said, discarded elements of the Congress and the left, and joined the BJP. But it's the election machinery, it's the block level leaders, it's the Zilla level leaders who are joining the BJP. Isn't that a cause for concern as far as the TMC is concerned?
So far, no. Those who have left are a minuscule percentage of total TMC strength. As I said, that non-entities, some non-entities who would not have got nomination anyway, they have left. Have you heard of some Lakra before, anywhere, in local media? So these are all non-entities who were afraid that they wouldn't get tickets. They have left. And this block level Jilla, it's nice to hear from you, from the ramparts of Delhi, talking about block level and Jilla level. I can tell you that 95% of block level and Jilla level workers, office bearers are totally with the leadership of Mamata Banerjee. Shubhendu has not been able to take away anybody. Again, discarded people who are over ambitious.
Okay.
They may have left.
Guru Prakash, so it's a lot of psychological warfare.
Ambitious. He wants to be chief minister or deputy chief minister. Huh?
And perhaps that is where the challenge would lie even for the BJP, yes, Guru Prakash, because Shubhendu Adhikari would want his pound of flesh, even though the TMC says he hasn't been able to bring the kind of people or the number of people he was to get. Amit Shah, of course, gave him a lot of credit for bringing this Zilla level and Panchayat level leaders, more than 50 of them. But the fact remains, one, the BJP has its own state leadership. They would want to be powerful. Plus Shubhendu Adhikari, plus Mukul Roy, so many people, and the new ones who will come in. So won't your own cadre be very upset with this, sir?
No, Gaurav, you see the term which is being used by Professor Roy is really unfortunate. Non-entities, bogus. Is it wrong to have political aspirations in India, sir? People with political aspiration can go to any political party. Is it their constitutional right? It is their democratic right. So the way you are discarding them, you would realize in the coming election,
people
when the people of West Bengal will repose their faith in the leadership of Narendra Modi. No, sir, the way you are discarding them, the way you are rejecting the leadership of Shubhendu Adhikari ji and many other leaders who have joined
BJP one-man show
is something which speaks of your arrogance. The politics of arrogance. No, the politics of the one-man show is your party, sir. One-man show is your party. I don't have this habit to interfere.
I want to quickly bring in Manogya Loiwal for a ground assessment of the situation. Manogya, is it the BJP's psychological warfare that they've been able to bring Shubhendu Adhikari and he's been able to get more than 50 Zilla level, block level leaders? Or is there merit in Professor Saugata Roy saying he promised big but was unable to deliver big?
Well, with due respect to Saugata Da, who's too seasoned a politician and is a master of usage of words in any languages for that matter, the fact is that even he knows what is the importance of a booth level worker when it comes to a Lok Sabha MP like him who has served multiple terms from Dum Dum. And he knows that pretty well, and that's the reason why he was trying to bring in and rope in Shubhendu again and again multiple times from the party, because the party knows his importance. Exactly the same with BJP, who even know his importance, and they know that if someone at Panchayat level or even at the councillor level is now joining BJP, remember the March next year, 2021, will also see the municipal level elections in almost 100 municipalities across the state, and that itself will be the impetus to what would happen in the assembly elections just a month away from that. So expect two-tier elections around the same time, also, and it would result in, and if this is an erosion, it speaks a lot.
Fair enough. I've run out of time on this show, but as always, Professor Saugata Roy, Guru Prakash, and Manogya Loiwal, many thanks for joining me. Another aspect that would be very interesting to discuss in the weeks and months ahead would be AIMIM saying that they will contest close to 80 to 100 seats in West Bengal. What would that mean for the TMC and the BJP? We'll continue to discuss this story. The battle for Bengal remains our top focus on India Today. A quick break. News and updates continue. Stay with us.